So this was my original recipe, and it used rind nuggets, which are pretty hard to process. But as you see here, they turned out amazing. But numerous questions about using regular pork rinds prompted me to make this video. So you're gonna need a small bowl for this recipe. Then you'll need egg white powder. Now we're gonna be using 2 tablespoons right now, but you will need a third tablespoon in a minute, followed by a 1/4 cup cold water. Now it's time for your hand mixer. Notice how your egg white powder doesn't really want to mix. For this reason, you want to start on low and work your way up until the egg white powder starts to incorporate with the water. Then place your mixer on high speed and continue to whip until stiff peaks. Now place your egg whites to the side and get out your food processor. Now I know there's pork rind dust in this, but it's not going to hurt anything for this particular recipe. Next, we're going to need some Parmesan cheese, and this Land O'Lake, it's perfect because it has no anti-caking agents. Now add 1/3 cup Parmesan cheese to your food processor. Now give it a couple bursts until it's chopped into coarse pieces. Next, I'll add some pork panko, and I really like this Porks brand. It does have a mild smoke flavor, but it's cheaper and is a little more coarse than pork panko. Now add 1/3 cup pork crumbs, followed by 1 tablespoon powdered cheese, and I prefer this brand and Anthony's. Now for that additional tablespoon of egg white powder. And last, we'll add 1/2 teaspoon salt. If you're using a NutriBullet, you can just go ahead and put the lid back on and then shake it up. But if you're using a food processor, go ahead and give it a couple bursts to mix the ingredients. Now add your dry ingredients to your egg whites. And you want to continue to mix them until they turn out like this, a golden cottage cheese. Now that we have the wet and dry ingredients combined, we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of these pork crumbs. Now go ahead and give it a good mix until your ingredients are well incorporated. Now if you have a container that is just the right size for your piping bag, it makes this so much easier and a lot less messy. Now simply shake the dough down to the base of the bag and cut the tip. You want to cut this about 1/4 inch. Now I like to remove my tray from the microwave. This method will help assure that you don't disturb the Cheetos when placing them back into the microwave. Now as far as piping goes, you don't really want to worry about how they look because Cheetos don't look perfect. But you do want to keep the piping edge a little bit raised off of the parchment paper. That will allow your Cheeto to have a nice round form instead of a flat smashed base. Now times will vary due to microwave differences. You want to just look for a nice golden appearance. Now for the toaster oven, I'm using a silicone mat. I'm just going to go ahead and pipe it directly to this silicone mat. And you want to follow the same process, kind of hovering it over, letting it fall onto the silicone mat as you pipe it out. And again, don't worry about how they look. They're Cheetos, guys. Now place them in your air fryer at 390 or until dark golden brown. Now here's the Cheetos that came out the microwave, and I must say they are impressive. They look like little Cheetos. Now transfer them to a paper towel to let them cool. They will be chewy at this point, so do not eat them. Now for the ones out the air fryer, and let me tell you, these things look visually appealing. Go ahead and transfer those to a paper towel as well and let them cool. Now visually, the ones out the toaster oven here, they looked really good, but how do they break? They don't. Look at that, guys. It's almost rubbery. This is not a Cheeto. Now you guys know I don't eat on camera, but I did taste that one, and I will tell you, it tasted like a good fry substitute. These could definitely be subbed for a keto french fry or a carnivore french fry any day. And now for the microwave batch, and just like the other ones, guys, an amazing crisp. These things are amazing, and you can actually coat them or leave them uncoated. They are delicious either way.